Oh man. Jeez. We live, baby. We live. We live, baby. We lit. Yes. So, oh my goodness. We're actually back in the building. Oh my god, it's been such a long time since we've done a show, a power show that's got loads of information. So, anyways, let me actually get this started real quickly. So, yesterday we actually got a request from an individual. I will actually read out their names in a hot second, okay? And the question that they asked was this: did Catholics create Islam? Did the Catholics actually create Islam? Okay, for some of you guys, you may have heard about this before. I remember I first heard about this from, I think it was it Walter Williams? I can't remember his name, but there was a, in the Afrocentric community or conscious community, this claim was, rampant. It was spreading around. You can go online on certain Christian sites and you can hear this conversation taking place about the Catholics, creating Islam and so forth. And personally, I'm going to give you my own personal opinion. When I first heard it, I was like, what type of BS is this? Like, like, really? Y'all been smoking some crack? That was my first impression on this itself, okay? And and real quickly, let me just make sure I read out the person's name who's asked this question. And this person's called Remap Tuning. Okay. And that was my first, naive outlook upon this particular subject. Okay. My first naive outlook on this particular subject. And gratefully, I've got to be very grateful to say that I've actually grown. Okay, I've grown since then. Let me just make sure I put everything together. Yeah, I've grown since then, and I've actually opened up my mind to actually entertain these types of questions, because it's like it was a bit like, really, like, anyways, but I've grown, so I was like, okay, all right, it's possible. It's a possibility. Like, let's actually entertain it and see what it's got to actually say. Let me quickly shout out to a few individuals, though. Let me shout out a few individuals. We got Ocha Funky up in the building. When you see that team fan, you know it's Ocha. Yeah, buddy. Trust me. Like, you got those individuals that's always there supporting Titans TV via the super chats, like Ultra Funky. My good brother John McDermott as well, right? Yeah, these two, like, when you see them pop up, like, you really know it's going to be a good show, right? You already know it. And then, of course, when you got the first lady in the building, ooh, ways, how are y'all just popping in and just keeping the order? God damn, Monica Lamb. Oh, my days. I've missed y'all, I've actually missed y'all. I've missed y'all. Mela Rouser's up in the building as well. Jeez. Anyways, all right, that's Salam. Yeah. All right, cool. Let me actually go back into this. So the question was, did Catholics create Islam? And my mind was like, I don't know about that one. But I actually entertained the question. I actually entertained the thought for a little while, and I actually done a little bit more due diligence and research. The claims that were being made, and I found, what was prevalent on the internet was pretty much false claims. All right. Pretty much false claims. I'm not going to say that the assertion is false. Okay. I'm not going to say the assertion is false, but the evidence behind it to back it up and substantiate it, I was like, yeah, no, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. So today I'm actually going to delve into it and actually ask that question. Okay. Did the Catholics create Islam? All right. And I'm going to give you the answer straight away. Okay, straight away, no beating around the bush. I want to give you the answer, and I'm going to go into semi-detail. I don't think I've got time to really go in hard on it. I did promise someone yesterday that I will go in about 15 to 20 minutes, just doing a quick show on this particular topic, and hopefully y'all gonna like it. So, the question is, did Catholics create Islam? And I'm actually going to poll you guys before I do go ahead and actually answer this question. So, if the Catholics did create Islam, hit up a number one. Give me a one. Give me a one. Give me a one. If you think hell no, give me a two. Give me a two. Okay. So ones and twos, right? Catholics create Islam. One. Catholics didn't create Islam. Number two. Okay. So y'all so far is saying 2-2. I've got, one person is saying they did, and the remainder is saying no. All right. The remainder is saying no. All right, we got two more individuals now. All right. Haha. Stefano Bong said the original Islam. God Damn, it's like you know where I'm about to go, right? Hey, all right. So let's get into this now. So we kind of get a feel of what the audience is saying. Let's hopefully like information today may just change your minds and it may just enlighten you on certain things. So the question of did Catholics create Islam? The answer to that short answer is no. If you're speaking about the religion of Islam, okay, the religion of Islam, meaning that which we know about Islam today, that which we could identify with our eyes today and say, yo, he's a Muslim, okay? Oh, that is Islam, okay? I will tell you straight away, no. The religion of Islam had at least 300 years of developing time, all right, with a lot of people putting their hands into the pie, and I don't want to say changing. I'd rather say developing what we know of Islam today. But if the question is, did the Catholics create nascent Islam? Nascent Islam? Then the short answer is, yeah, buddy. Come on. All right. Of course they did. Now, before your mind starts jumping to several different places, and I know some of my Muslim brothers are going to be like, astaghfirullah. Bear with me, Let me land first. All right. So when we're talking about Catholics, we're not actually, because, this buzzword Catholic, we kind of associated with the Pope in Rome, not understanding that there is different sees all around the world. When I see see, I mean like the throne, like this is the headquarters of Christianity or Catholicism. All right. When we're talking about Catholicism or Catholics, okay, it's not simply the Roman Catholic Church. Catholicism, my words can't even pronounce it right, has now become synonymous with the Roman Catholic Church. But we're not talking about the Roman Catholic Church at all. What we're talking about is the body of Catholics. Okay, Catholics literally means the universal Christian apostolic church. Those individuals, right? They were the ones, I would tell you, that actually created, constructed, initiated Islam. Some of you guys are saying that you're blocked, but we can clearly see you on the live stream. But that's another story for another day. Let's not get sidetracked. So actually, let me give you some like quick definition. So we are all together. We're all together, baby. We're all together. All right. So over here we're talking about Catholic or Catholicity, and it says here Catholic city. I can't even pronounce it. Or the Catholicism. Universal doctrine is a concept that encompasses the beliefs and practices of numerous Christian denominations, most notably those that describe themselves as Catholic in accordance with the four marks of the Church as expressed in the Nicene Creed of the First Council of Constantinople in 381, meaning this: I believe in one holy Catholic and apostolic church. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, there is various different apostolic churches or Catholic churches out there. All right, there is the most famous one, which is the Roman Catholic Church. We all know about that, right? Then we got other churches like the Eastern Orthodox Church, we got the Oriental Orthodox Church, and the Assyrian Church of the East. All right, is there any more? Maybe, but as far as I know, those are the major ones. Especially, there is some more that actually developed, but those are the major ones, right? Those are the major ones. But now we know that there is, Catholicism, okay, and there is all these different branches. We now realize that there's about 4 or 5 different Catholicism, okay. But which one of those was responsible for the construction and creation of Islam? Anybody know? I'm gonna give it to you. All right. What I'm gonna give to you right now is a quick map. Quick map. Let's see if I can do that. Can I bring up a quick map for you guys so you guys can kind of see what we are discussing? We need visuals, baby. We need visuals. So let's get some visuals up. Google Hangouts, sharing my screen for you. Yeah. All right. So I know I clicked it somewhere. Let me see. All right, cool, perfect. So for those of you guys who don't know, Arabia, okay, is literally this location here. Okay, this location right here. This is Arabia. Okay, some people, there's some controversy, but Medina and Mecca is roughly between these locations, roughly about here and here. If you could see my pointy self, right? But this is the rest of Arabia. This is Arabia Deserter. This is Arabia Felix, and this over here is Arabia Petra. All right. Other people might even say that the original Kaaba was roughly around here, but that's a story for another day. All right. So we're gonna look around. We're gonna literally look around, okay, the Arabian Peninsula, and see what type of influence or what type of individuals of the Catholic Church was around. Okay, and we see over here we have the Egyptian Church, which kind of covers Sudan as well. And we also see over here Eritrea and Ethiopia. And this is these basically are or Syria over here as well. These are the Eastern Orthodox churches. And we could clearly see that these are the churches that was in the surrounding area. Some people would like to claim that Rome, the Roman Catholic Church, created Islam. And that would have been a very far trek for the Romans to come straight over here and create and construct Islam. It would be much more plausible if the Egyptians just took a little quick boat ride over here, or the Sudanese took a quick boat ride, or the Ethiopians took a quick boat ride, or the Syrians, just literally just trotted down here and actually, start something. It just makes more sense than saying the Romans. The Romans did it. Okay, and of course we have the Byzantium ruler up here sides, who did have some ruling in the area during the time, which he did have relationships with the Romans. So all right, cool, I can see the plausibility in it, but still, all right, it's most likely that the Egyptians and the Ethiopians and the Syrians had some form of interaction with Muhammad, according to the legend or according to the story, and it could have popped up that way. But we'll get into that a little bit later on. Okay, we'll get into that a little bit later on. So far, my claim is this. I've got a very, very simple claim, and my simple claim is this: for anybody who's just tuning in to Titans TV and haven't already hit the like button, goddamn, what the hell are y'all waiting for? Hit up the like button, man. Hit up the like button. You already know that the show's going to be jam-packed with some powerful information. I prepared it literally today to give to you guys. So come on, let's get it, family. Let's get it. Let's actually get it. So my simple claim is going to be this, right? My simple claim is going to be, of course, and somebody just dropped in Nestorians. Yes, there were Nestorians in the area, more towards the Persians. That's like the Lahmids in Hira, over in Iraq type regions. That's another form of Christianity that was prevalent as well. So that's not to negate that. Okay, and of course there is other. How can I put it? Heretical sects that's scattered around as well. Okay, there is all these heretical sects, but let's just keep on track. So my simple claim is this, right? My simple claim is this: in the positive of, did Catholics create Islam? So I'm simply going to tell you this, that yes, Catholics created nascent form of Islam. All right, which form of Catholics created this nascent form of Islam? The Oriental Orthodox Church, okay, or the Oriental Orthodox Catholic Church. Those are the ones that was responsible. The major subordinate churches within inside of that would be the Syrian Church, would be the Egyptian Church, and the Ethiopian Church as well. Those would be the three major churches that's part of the Catholicism. My words, that actually influenced and constructed and created Islam. That's going to be my claim, right? That's going to be my claim. But I'm actually going to home it in a little bit tighter than that, For anybody who has seen any of my previous videos, I did a video on this to do with Ethiopians and, the Ethiopians and the origins of Islam. So we're going to go into this and we're going to see that there is definitely some influences coming from all of those Oriental Orthodox churches. What do I mean by that? We have, for example, and this is not even to go into the real thing, it's just a side note. So, for example, we do have Egyptian influences of Christianity in nascent Islam. What the hell are you talking about, Kalam? All right, so for those of you guys who know about the Kaaba, supposedly located in Mecca, all right, you would know that it was constructed during the lifetime of Muhammad. Okay, it was constructed during the lifetime of Muhammad. Or some people would say it was reconstructed during the lifetime of Muhammad. All right. Anybody know about that story? Anybody know about that story? And him coming in and then aiding with lifting up the black stone and putting it in place. Anybody know about that story? Anybody know about that story? Let me know if y'all know about that story. Most of you guys won't know about that story. All right, cool. Say none. But who was the architect? Who was the one responsible? Who was the carpenter? Who was the one who constructed what the Kaaba would look like? Who was the one that decided what the interior decorations would actually be? Who was the one who was responsible for roofing the Kaaba and so forth? Okay, for those of you guys who don't know, it was actually a Christian by the name of Bakum or Pakumis. All right, that's his name. Some reports will tell you he was a Copt. Others will tell you he was an Ethiopian. All right. Copt or an Ethiopian, either way, he was the one, a Christian, mind you, a Christian. Okay. And this must have been a very educated individual, because a person who knew how to construct and build temples or churches had to be very educated, had to be very high up in the church orders themselves to be an architect, to know about the body of. Anyway, I don't even want to go into much details, but had to be very, very educated. For those of you guys who also know, there is reports of there being angelic beings within inside of the Kaaba. For those of you guys who don't know, the Kaaba was literally a church during that time period. It was literally a church. Side note, by the way, right? Because we have reports of there actually being images of who? Of who? Of who? Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus is actually pictured with inside of the Kaaba with his mother Mary upon his lap and so forth, right? This is inside of Islamic records. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you how it is. To the point where Muhammad said, yo, destroy everything inside of this Kaaba, inside of this temple, and destroy everything, right? All of that pagan stuff, destroy it. But you see this picture here of Jesus and Mary? Stuck for Allah. Cover that ish up. Make sure that ish doesn't get destroyed, baby. Don't destroy this. All right. That's the love that Muhammad, peace be upon him, actually had for sweet baby Jesus himself and his mother Mary. Okay. This is gonna sound mad, wacky, and twisted and weird, right? But I'm just gonna dare somebody to say, Kalam, show and prove, baby. Show and prove. I'm like, yo, when you say I'm lying, yeah, you're lying. Stock for Allah. Muhammad will never do something like that. And you just pull out the records and be like, uh-oh. What are you gonna say now? What are you gonna say now? Oh, sugar, make a fool of yourself on Titans TV, because y'all already know we're ready for it. So, anyways, I'm gonna invite you guys on to say I'm lying. Okay, I'm gonna set you guys. I'm literally telling you, I'm setting you guys up for the kill. But anyways, that was a side note. Okay, let's get back into it. So we can clearly see that early Islam had a lot of Christian elements inside of it, especially with the Kaaba being constructed as a church and so forth, right? All right, cool. Side note out there. All right, so now we're going to actually talk about, what my particular claim is that it's to do mainly with the Ethiopians. The Ethiopian, literally, the empire, should I say the Abyssinian, or rightly said, the Aksumite Empire was very far and wide stretching, and they had a nice plan, so to say, a nice plan to actually, how can I put it? Not even conquer, because Arabia was already part of their territory. Okay, Arabia was already part of their territory, but they had a policy of enforcing Christianity and converting a lot of the people away from paganism and destroying the Jews and all this stuff here. Yeah, like they was going rampant on that. Okay, during that 6th century onwards, like Justinian, he had that same, or Justin the First had that same mentality as well. So it was all, you have to really go into church history to really understand, the climate of what was taking place during that that time scale. Of course, the Jews, and I don't want to say the Jews like that, but there was a particular leader in the Yemen region called Zulnus Sa'ad. I can't remember his name now. He was a bad man. He was a very, very bad man. And there is a story inside of the Quran, which is, again, a Christian story of, a certain amount of believers being chucked into a ditch or a trench, okay, and literally being burnt alive, okay, literally being burnt alive. And this kind of, sparked off roughly 540s, in the 540 ADs, sparked off a grand war or battle between the Christians coming over from Abyssinian and so forth. There was a lot going on, up in Syria and so forth. Everybody heard about this crazy event that took place where the Jews literally burnt a lot of Christians. There was martyrs such as Al Harith. Go and research Al Harith, sick guy. Salute to him. But anyways, they burnt them. They burnt the Christians alive. This story is actually within inside of the Quran, mind you. Quran. This is the Quran, talking about the believers who were Christians who got burnt alive, right? And this is also part of actual historical this is actually history where it did actually take place. And then the emperor sent over troops over there and defeated the Jewish tribes that were rebelling and doing all madness and so forth. All right, cool. Side note out of the way. So anyways, back to my point. My point is this, that the Ethiopians were truly the ones who were responsible. The Ethiopian Christians were really the ones that was responsible for creating what we know of as early Islam, i.e. educating Muhammad, taking him in and really giving him what is necessary for the birth of Islam. And we're going to go into that in a hot second. Any questions before I continue, family? Any questions before I continue? You already know. If you got some questions, all you got to do is simply tag Titans TV. Tag Titans TV, or hit us up with a super chat, super duper chat. All right, 2 ways to get my attention. Real quickly, I'm taking a little quick pause, a little break. Might get a little water in. Yeah, let me go and get a water in until you guys tell me that you want to say something. No, the Catholics didn't create Islam. We know Bahira, the monk from Syria, helped Islam, who was a eunomous follower. Ooh, I'm actually going to be speaking about Bahira. I love you, Logos Apology. I love you. Yes, definitely. The Syrian Bahira had definitely a part to play with it. And I'm going to give you a little twist, baby. I'm going to give you a little twist to it. So don't watch that. I love you for that, though. Let's see. You have to mention the Babylonian Jews and Palestinian Jews. Yep. I hear you. Will you post sources? I shall post some sources or like display upon the screen. Definitely will post some up. Others, I'm just gonna keep back so we can, tease it a little bit, so we can do maybe future shows, or people can say, come on to the show and, we can get little discussion and debates going on. You know how we do. Can't give you everything, baby. Y'all ain't paying for this, baby. Hey, you have to go to, you have to pay some good money to go to university to learn this information, right? Oh, man. All right, cool. So let's do this. Sorry, as a Jew, I do not take the Quran as a reliable source. I hear you. Do you? I hear you. I hear you. I'm not even gonna jump on that one. All right. Shahid says, I would like to see the Dalil, but I just want to say, bless up my brother Kalam. Long time no see, and all I gotta say is hell no to the no. Oh man. All right. Stefano Bong says, must be a lonely in Olympus. God damn, it is. It was Unitarians that helped Muhammad with his theology, definitely not Catholics. Okay, cool. We'll get into it. All right. Okay, so back to it. So for those of you guys, I've definitely spoken about Ethiopians and the secret society and the construction of Islam. Like, I've done videos on this prior in the past, but I'm gonna rehash it a little bit, just a tiny bit, baby, just a tiny bit. And I'm hoping that my Muslim brothers and sisters do not get offended by this, right? There's no reason to be offended by saying Catholics, i.e. Christians, who follow the traditions of the Apostolic Church, actually, aided, helped, constructed Islam. There should be no problem with that. The reason why there should not be a problem with that, because, Muhammad himself viewed Christians who were on the righteous path and was not doing anything wrong as ones who will be going into Jannah, into heaven, into paradise, baby. There's nothing wrong with it. All right. They're following Christ. Okay. The last messenger prior to Muhammad, all right, and they're in line with that, then what's the problem? All right, what's the problem? There should be no issue at all, okay? If they're following that path, they're following that Sisler, that golden chain, there should be no problems whatsoever. All right, but unfortunately, sometimes we have egos and we think that Christians are mushriks and they are going to hell and so forth. Then I understand why you would have a problem with it, and I apologize. Just leave your ego to a side for a hot second, listen to the information, and you might learn something. All right, so let's go. So I've always spoke about the Ethiopians or the Abyssinians or the Axumites, especially the Najashi and that throne lineage was responsible for creating Islam. Okay, he was the one responsible for constructing a secret society to develop Islam. Okay, and this is going to be like stuck for Allah. Cool, no problem. And I'm going to give you a little quick caveat and say that this was all done by the will, the permission, by God Most High, Yahweh Most High, Jehovah Most High, Allah Most High, Al-Rahman Most High, whichever name you want to say, it was done via his permission, his will, his plan, and so forth, right? Cool. It's just human beings that has to play the part to do what's necessary. All right, cool. I hope that doesn't lose anybody. You're good with me, all right? My religious friends, you're good with me. Yeah, don't get upset with me. All right, cool. So you're gonna say, like, Kalam, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean that the Ethiopians, i.e. the Najashi, was responsible for constructing a secret society to further Islam? All right, cool. Let's start bringing up a little bit of sources, baby. A little bit of sources. A little bit of sources. All right. So, dun 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 dun. Hey, who's got a tun tun? Astaghfirullah. All right, cool. So I'm about to go. I'm about to go here, and again, for those of you guys who do know, I also speak about what's very interesting. Oh my goodness, everything is everything. You just jotted a quick look at donation up in this. I gotta shout you out, right? You already know if you drop them donations, I'm gonna shout you out as long as I see it. So shout out to everything is everything for hitting us up on the super chat. All right, cool. So I'm actually going to go into a very, very, very famous Sirah literature written by Ibn Kathir. Okay, Ibn Kathir, one of the most famous scholars within inside of Islam. And so this is not my words. This is his words, right? Or not even his words. He's the one who's reporting this based upon other narrations and so forth. So I'm just going to quickly jump into that and give you some of that information. All right. And see, I'm not making this up. I'm just simply collating information that's readily available within Islamic sources, dropping a little bit of history to it, and also giving it to you in a narrative form. Okay, so y'all can understand and digest it. All right. You can denounce it and say it's wrong and it's a lie. I don't really mind. Okay, I don't really care. It's just information. So for those of you guys who don't know, so this is right now, I am on page 241. So you all can have, this access. Simply download it as a PDF or purchase the book. Okay. I believe there's 4 volumes of this. Al-Sirah al-Nabawiyya Ibn Kathir, volume 1. So this is volume 1, page 241. How many of you sugar, it's not even screen sharing. Imagine that. All this time you're actually viewing my ugly face. Yeah. My face is beautiful. God damn, bad gang. Ugh. Let the sun go forth. All right, everything just dropped an extra super chat. God damn, I love y'all. Anyways, so back to it, yeah. Some of you guys don't even know this. I've made mention of this before, right? Y'all realize that the Najashi and Muhammad and his followers, they had a very close little tie. How many of you guys actually knew that Muhammad was actually a descendant of the Ethiopian throne, i.e. the Najashi and his people? Anybody knew this? Did anybody know this? Did anybody know that Muhammad, astaghfirullah, had Ethiopian blood inside of him? Him? How dare you, Kalam? How dare you? Our prophet has no black inside of him. Black? All right, cool. So we're going to go into that and just drop a little bit of information so y'all can see a little something, all right? So we're going to go into this right now. We're going to go into this, all right? Y'all wondering, like, Ninja is just like, oh yeah, there is a king in Ethiopia. He's a righteous, just king. How the hell you know he's a righteous, just king? I don't know. Y'all should go over there. Y'all should go over there and seek his help and assistance. Don't worry, my uncle will write to him and tell him that you're coming and he's gonna accept you. And da 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 da. Imagine the concombility. Imagine that. I will tell you now, my Titans TV followers, please go to Ghana. Ghana now. If you go to Ghana, Kumasi, right there, there is the chief. The chief, he'll accept you. Just go. Oh yeah, how are you getting up and just leaving? Do you know the chief? You gotta know the chief. You gotta know the chief. What does the chief know me that he's gonna vouch for me? God damn. But anyways, let me actually jump into that before I just get off track. Okay, screen share. All right, so the screen is actually sharing. Awesome. All right, so again, I'm reading from page 241, Ibn Kathir's Al-Sirah Al-Nabawiyah. All right, and this is the time where literally, the new king or the Najashi is being crowned and so forth, and basically Abdul Muttalib, which is the Prophet Muhammad grandfather. Grandfather. Yep, his grandfather is now coming and visiting Najashi, and they're having a nice conversation and so forth. And the king is like, "And who the hell are you to speak?" Okay, he didn't say hell. He said, "And who are you to speak?" And he says, "Yeah." He replied, "I am Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim." Hashim? And then the Najashi says, "Our sister's son?" Oh, our what? Our sister's son? So hold on. Let's rewind right now. Okay. So the Najashi is saying that you, Muhammad's grandfather, is our sister's son. Our sister's son. So the Najashi's sister, okay, the Najashi's sister has a son. And that's the grandfather of Abdul Muttalib, which is Muhammad's grandfather, right? Okay, cool. Swear down. Okay. No problem. Don't blame. Don't shoot the messenger, Abri. Don't shoot them. Abri, did you no? Did you not catch that one? Oh yeah, did you not catch that one? I want to know. Did you not catch that one? Did you not catch it? Did you not catch it? Or did it just go straight over your head? I want to know. I wanna know. I can't. Sister, what's your point? Cool. So y'all caught that, right? You caught that, all right? Abdul Muttalib, okay, the son of Hashim, and I believe her name is Salma. Okay, she was up in Medina and them sides there. She was a great woman, a princess of some sort. Okay, and she was very powerful, very powerful. Okay. Yeah, so y'all catching that, right? Y'all catching that. Muhammad's grandfather was the son of an Ethiopian. Just putting it out there. Okay, welcome back, King. Let the lecture resume in session right about now. Got it. How are y'all? The first lady. Look at that picture. Jeez. All right, cool. Let me go back into this. All right. So we caught that. So let me just go back into this. I like it a lot. Because you know what? Yeah, I love this particular one. Because you know what? In another one, this is actually another one. This is another Syro literature. This is actually found in China, like only recently found in China, which was absolutely awesome. It's kind of retelling the same story, but in this one, it just simply says the king was pleased and claimed relationship. Claimed a relationship? What the hell does that? You know when that goes past people's head, yeah? Like right. He made Abdul Muttalib sit close to his knees and said to him, "The Lord has given you an honorable position and responsibility and all on the heaven and so forth." Okay, but he's like, and he claimed relationship. Claimed a relationship? Like, what do you mean he claimed relationship? Is meaning like, yo, fam, you're actually part of my kin, you're actually part of my family. And that's why I'm so glad like there is other Syro literature that really, expounds upon this and says, he replied, I am Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim. And he replied, our sister's son? Yes. Approach then. Okay. So anyways, he approached and they had a nice little conversation and so forth. Okay. Cool. And then, after they all spoke, he said, you know what? He turned his attention to fully to them and sent for Abdul Muttalib, with whom he sat alone close by himself. He then said, "Oh, Abdul Muttalib? Yeah, Abdul Muttalib, I am going to reveal to you a secret." A secret? Yes, a secret. I know that I would not reveal to anyone else. Secret society time. Freemason, Freemason, Freemason. No, what's it called? Get out. Sinky Mason, Sinky Mason, Sinky Mason, Sinky Mason, Sinky Mason, Sinky Mason, Sinky Mason. All right, cool. Let me carry on. It says here, but I believe you worthy of it, and will tell you of it. Let you keep it to yourself until God makes his purpose known, for God will achieve his goal. I have found in the hidden book and the treasured knowledge we preserve and protect for ourselves alone certain information of vital and critical importance that affects the honor and virtue of mankind in general, your community in particular, and you in person. All right, cool. All right, and now there is the preamble. I ain't really got time for all that. It says here, this is the time for his birth, for he may have already been born. His name is to be Muhammad. His father and his mother will die, and his grandfather and his uncle will care for him and hold him always dear. God will send him plainly, and he will make us his helpers, through whom God will give power to his allies, humble his enemies, strike people down everywhere, render permissible the most precious of things on earth, destroy the idols, extinguish the fires, worship the all-merciful, rout out the devils. His word being final, his rule being justice, demanding goodness and acting it, averting from evil and abolishing it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Anyways, there is another little, conversation going on, but I really don't have time for all of that. We're just trying to skip. Okay, so he basically tells him that, basically there is going to be a prophet that is to be born coming from your lineage. His name shall be Muhammad. And, there is all these, potence. What's the word? Protence? I can't remember the word. This is some old Shakespearean words I remember. But anyways, it says here that, like this guy would be born. So please keep this information secret. It's a secret information here. Keep what I have told you from the group with you. For I am concerned that they or their children may feel some rivalry at your having the leadership, and so scheme and plot his destruction. If I were not aware that I will die before his mission, I would take my men and cavalry and go to Yathrib, Medina, the seat of his reign. For I find in previous knowledge in the scriptures that it will be in Yathrib that he will establish his power, there that he will find those obeyed him, and there that his grave will be. If I were not concerned with protecting him from curses and from bodily harm, I would make public all about him despite his youth, and would have crushed the Arabs, nobles and leaders under his foot. But I charge you with that, since I do not find inadequate those who are with you. He then ordered that each one of them be presented with 10 male and 10 female slaves, 100 camels, 2 sets of fine striped clothing, and so forth and so forth, so forth. And of course, he gave Abdul Muttalib 10 times that amount, okay? All right, so we can clearly see, I'm just going to quickly, just come back to you guys. So you can clearly see that, there was some type of relationship, right? Some very precarious relationship with, Muhammad, his grandfather, and the Najashi. The Najashi. The Najashi. So the Najashi now informs Muhammad's grandfather that Muhammad will be a prophet. Okay. Now gives him, all the materials that's going to be required, gives him slaves and servants and so forth. I know if I know that this person is going to be a prophet, I would make sure that I tender, I give certain individuals, handpick, select certain individuals that will be around him to make sure that they protect him, number one, and to, of course, educate him, number two. All right. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but we're talking about the prophet right now. The person that's gonna be the, master of, anyways, let me not digress too much. So we see this is going on. Okay. So we see that, the Najashi really knew about this prophet to be born. Talks about protecting him. Let me just make sure that I'm not waffling and saying the wrong thing. Yes, talks about protecting him, talks about Yathrib, and talks about that his people are going to be called the helpers, the Ansars, the little black men from Medina, Ethiopian, black as tar. But anyways, okay, these people will be there to actually protect him and help him to establish his power and so forth. All right. Let me quickly just make sure that I haven't missed anything out. So, yeah, that's that information. Let me quickly jump into something else. There is another serial literature that kind of parrots the story but gives a little bit extra information. So, I want to make sure that I actually read it out to you guys. Or all right, okay, cool. Keep these words secret. I would send soldiers to protect Medina. For it is where that these things will be performed. I will give instructions to the officials and great ones of Arabia to assist him and to follow him. Here we're talking about this secret society, right? So he has already told Abdul Muttalib to keep this secret. But now he's also going to instruct certain officials and great ones of Arabia to assist him and to follow him. So he's going to instruct these people in secrecy. And these individuals are going to be there to aid him. Okay? They're going to be there to aid him, to assist him, and to actually follow him. And guess what? They actually did. The Ansars were the ones responsible for taking him in. But that's much later on in history. So yeah. Okay, so we see this, right? So we see that there is this mad secret that's been told to Abdul Muttalib. All right. We know about the secret. Muhammad's going to be this great individual to be. And we also see that, the Najashi also constructs a secret society filled with individuals who are officials and great ones. And quite possibly even soldiers may be in the know of this information as well. But I would expect it to be high-ranking soldiers, wouldn't you? But I don't know. That's a speculation right there. What we do know for certain, there is definitely officials and great ones of Arabia that was given this information or provided this information, and they were charged to assist him and to follow him. All right, cool. That's part one done. Is everybody having fun? Is everybody being entertained? Is everybody learning something? I just want to know, family, before I continue. Okay? Before I continue. Cool. I'm glad that you guys are learning something. So, yeah. Muhammad Islam, my brother. Wait till the show is finished. And then I'll give you the link to jump in. Nobody's getting a link right now. I'm just going to continue to give my lecture. Okay, so, all right. So what have we learned so far? Let's just recap. So we've learned that, yes, the Catholics, i.e. the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, especially the Najashi, was responsible, okay, for even acknowledging and knowing that this individual Muhammad, would be his great, I think it's his great nephew, basically. His great nephew, his great nephew would be a prophet based upon, the secret information that they hold in their books. And he's now charged, Abdul Muttalib, Muhammad's grandfather, to hold the secret information, to look after him, to protect him, and keep any rivalries away from him, whilst he actually constructs a secret society of officials and great ones around Arabia and other regions to actually assist him and follow him and, of course, educate and nourish him. All right? This is what we've learned so far. Is this something that Kalam is making up? No, this is something that's inside of Islamic sources. I'm just preparing the sources and presenting it to you. You can tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind, but not really. You would argue with your sources. I don't care. If you want to argue with your sources, argue with your sources. But that's just the sources. I present it to you. Can't say I'm lying. Can't say I'm doing something mad. Sources there. Hi. Saucy. Over 156 people tuned in right now, but there ain't nobody who's hitting the like button as hard as they should be. Come on, family. Hit up that like button. So let's get it moving to the next part. So, all right. So, Kalam, you talk about this secret society. Yes, the secret society that was constructed. Okay, but who was these individuals? Who was these people that was involved? Okay, why do we not see them in the life of the prophet? Oh, don't we? All right, so let's go. Let's actually talk about these individuals. Okay, let's talk about these individuals. All right, so for those of you guys, I've spoken about the Hanafiya before, okay? Hanafiya was really and truly another secret society as well. A sacred, no. Let's go back. Let's pull track, go back a little bit. They were a sacred society filled up of all different members, kind of like the, the Hashemites, the assassins. Anybody, what's that program I watched not too long ago? If you know about the Knight Templars, do you not know about the Knight Templars and the Brotherhood of the Light? Okay? Nah, some of you guys don't know about secret societies, but there's loads of secret societies that's filled up of various different individuals. Yeah, filled up with various different individuals that are there to protect certain secrets, certain, I don't even want to go into deep because Yaga, I don't want to go into deep. I'm just gonna tell you that there is secret societies all around us, and some of us may be aware, and some of us may not be aware. Sometimes the symbols are hidden in plain sight. But anyways, let me continue with this conversation. So, who were the individuals? Who were the individuals that were responsible? I made mention of one group of individuals, which was called the Hanafiya. Okay, these are a group of individuals. There is four major ones that's spoken about within some of Islamic texts, and those individuals are Warqa ibn Naful. Warqa ibn Naful, the Prophet's uncle. Um, Prophet's uncle. There was another one called Zayd ibn Amr. Okay, he's also related somehow. I can't remember the relationship. And there's other individuals, but these are going to be the two individuals that you can see that earlier on in the life of Muhammad was responsible for actually educating him and teaching him the way of Al Hanafiya, number one, and also teaching him about Christianity, or teaching them about the scriptures, so to say. Okay, and they were also expecting this individual to come. They already knew about this prophecy that was secret, in the books, that was treasured knowledge and so forth. They knew it because they had access to it, so they knew about it. Okay, and they were expecting this individual, and they were actually grooming this individual to be that way inclined. Maybe later on we could bring up those sources, but we don't want to just long it out and keep showing you source after source after source after source. Y'all know who, some of you guys who know Islamic literature, y'all know I'm not just chatting ish. Y'all already know this information. All right. But Kalam, okay, I see that these individuals, Zayd ibn Amr, who was up in the caves of Hira and practicing his Hanafiya, Tahanuf, and who was also buried in the cave of Hira, above the foot of the cave of Hira, where Muhammad was frequently going to meditate. I wonder how did he know how to go there to meditate of all places in the world? Who taught him about that cave? Who taught him how to meditate? Who taught him how to do tahanuf? Anyways, that's a story for another day. For those of you guys who are going to be interested, we do spin-off shows. All right, so we can see that Zayd ibn Amr was actually there, was responsible for educating him and teaching him and so forth. And then also you have Warqa ibn Naful. He was also there waiting, like yes, there is going to be a prophet to be born. Oh, Muhammad, I wanted it to be you. I'm so grateful that it was you, and so forth. Yeah, they're like, this is there with inside of the text itself. Even tells you, I'm going to aid you. I'm going to assist you. He was the first one when Muhammad received his revelations. Alhamdulillah, received his revelations. His wife Khadija actually escorted him over to Warqa ibn Naful and said, Warqa said, my son, son of my brother, tell me, what have you seen? And he tells him, and he now tells him this is the Namuz and so forth, gives him information and comforts him to let him know that he's a prophet and so forth. So we see that the early individuals that was responsible for Muhammad even realizing he's a prophet, or even grooming him into being the person that he needed to be, was part of the Hanafiya, number one. It was part of the Hanafiya. But what is the connection? Kalam, I hear you with all of that, but what is the connection between them and the Najashi and the secret society? Okay, here we go. So let's go into the connection. Let's actually go into the connection. All right, cool. What page is that? Oh no. All right, so I'm actually going to share my screen. This is actually inside of the same Syria literature as well. Same Syria literature. But unfortunately, the page is... I haven't got the page, okay? I haven't got the page here, but... let's see. Okay, so this story is actually coming from Asma, the daughter of Abu Bakr. Okay, daughter of Abu Bakr says, when Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufayl and Warqa ibn Naful used to tell how they went to the Najashi, or the Negus, after the retreat of Abraha from Mecca, they would say, when we went into him, he told us, oh, you two men of Quraysh, tell me truthfully, was there born among you a boy whose father wanted to sacrifice him, and who had divining arrows cast about him, but was saved, and had many camels sacrificed for him? Okay, I'll tell you, King, and I spent... Okay, so, you can see that these two individuals, Zayd ibn Amr and Warqa ibn Naful, according to the Syria literature, and according to Asma bint Abu Bakr, they used to frequent the Najashi, and the Najashi used to ask them questions, and they used to consult with him and so forth. You will also find in other literature that what's his name? Warqa ibn Nafal was also a minister to the courts, okay, minister to the courts of the Ethiopians, because he used to go back and forth and have these conversations, right? Right? Clear as day. All right. So we're just quickly showing you that there is much more information than that. I'm just giving you this one just real quickly so we don't waste too much time. So we can clearly see that these two individuals I've already made mention of before, Zaid and Waraka, was definitely in cahoots with the Najashi, informing him about Muhammad, about his situation, about what's going on with him, and so forth. Right. So we can surmise that clearly they're part of that. They're part of it. They're part of it. You know the way is there. You know the way is there. And there is also a story within side of Ibn Hisham, Ibn Ishaq, Ibn Ishaq, edited by Ibn Hisham, the Sirah and Nabawiyah. Again, where there is this marvelous story again, okay, marvelous story where these Christians dressed in white and so forth, right? They're like, this boy here, he's special. We're gonna take him to our king. Some of you guys might know the story. I should really pull out these books and give it to you, right? I'm going to take him to the king, okay? And Halima, I believe her name was Halima, his wet nurse or his person that was looking after him at the time. And then basically he went missing. He went missing for days or for time. Let's just say time, because they don't really give you the specifics. He went missing for time, and everybody was looking out for him, and like nobody could find him. Nobody could find him. Where is my son? Where is my son? My beloved, yeah, Habibi. Okay, so this was going on, but imagine this, out of nowhere, who pops up with Muhammad in his arms? Warqa ibn Nafal. All right, so I don't want to digress too much. We can clearly see that these individuals, Warqa ibn Nafal and Zayd ibn Amr, had a very important role in shaping Muhammad into being the person that he would eventually become. Okay, all right. They were the ones that were responsible for teaching him the ways and also alerting him to the fact that he was a prophet. Let me see. Is that good with everybody? All right, cool. That's good with everybody. All right, but Logos Apologia, are you still there? Logos Apologia, let me know if you're still there. Yes, the Hashashin, the Secret Order of Religious Assassins. God damn, I love you. Red Nose 2000 or 20,000. I don't even know how many zeros that is. Logos Apologia. Are you still there, my dear? Guess not. All right, cool. So Logos Apologia actually made mention of somebody called Bahira. Okay. Bahira was another individual that's like, oh God. He actually acknowledged, depending upon which scripture you're reading, some will tell you it's 5, 6, 7, 12. 5, 6, 7, and 12. Roughly those. Of course. At moderator, Takia Watch. Of course, Of course, I'm going to add you as a moderator. Lovely. You are a mod right now. All right, cool. So, there is another individual by the name of Bahira. Okay, Bahira was one of the first individuals that remarked, wow, who's this child? This child is going to be a prophet. I can see it by the red in his eyes, by him sitting underneath this tree, by him doing this, by him having this mark. He's going to be a prophet. Again, these individuals had some form of book, some type of information that had this secret information inside of it. Okay, and he announced that he would be a prophet. Some other people, if you find other Christian records, will tell you that Bahira was either an Arian monk, he was either a Nestorian monk, or he was a Jacobite, and he was the one responsible for teaching Muhammad and opening up the books and scriptures to him, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Right. This is going back to the very early times of Christian Muslim polemics and apologetics. Okay, very early time. They knew some information. Some people call him Sergius as well. There's various different names he actually had. All right. Oh, there is even an apocalypse of Bahira. Okay, very powerful stuff, very powerful stuff. Anyways, I don't want to go into too much detail and digress from the situation, but Bahira was another key individual, another Christian who was a key individual for announcing and knowing that Muhammad would actually be a prophet. Okay, how did he know this information? How the hell did he know this information? Anybody? Anybody knows how he knew this information? And what ties him? What actually ties him with the Najashi and the secret society that you keep harking about, oh Kalam? You and your Kalam, oh Kalam. All right, so let's go into this real quickly. So we're going to actually see the link between these individuals. So let's go over here to the Secret Society page. The Secret Society page. All right. So there was a delegation that was actually being sent right here. Yeah. So as you can see, a nigga sends a delegation, including Bahira the monks from Syria. Really, really, Kalam, are you taking the piss? All right. So let me actually read it out to you. It says here, thou will find the most vehement of mankind in hostility to those who believe to be the Jews, up to his words. But those who disbelieve and deny our revelations, they are owners of hellfire. And this is the Quran 582, 86. I will give you the information where this is coming from later on, but right now let's quickly roll with it. These verses were revealed about the Negus of the Najashi and his followers, said Ibn Abbas. So Ibn Abbas is giving like a tafsir right now and talking about this particular verse in Surah Al-Ma'idah, okay, verse 82 to 86, Surah 5, 82 to 86, where it says here, when he was in Mecca, the messenger of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, used to fear the idolaters, persecution of his companions. He therefore sent Jafar ibn Abi Talib and Abdullah ibn Masud at the head of the group of his companions to the Negus. He said, the Negus is a righteous man. He is not an oppressor, and none is oppressed in his dominion. All right, so it continues. All right, so he sends them over there and so forth. But let me actually get to the point that I want to get to. Okay, other commentators said here, Jafar ibn Abi Talib and his companions came from Abyssinia, accompanied by a delegation from the Negus. Okay, so again, the Negus is now sending a delegation over to the Messenger of Allah, accompanied by his cousin, Jafar ibn Abi Talib. Okay, to the Messenger of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace. The delegation included 70 men, all wearing wool. Were they Sufis? Anyways, there were 62 from Abyssinia and 8 from Syria. Bahira, the monk, Abraha, Idris, Ashraf, Tamam, Kuthain, Duraid, and Ayman were all part of it. Okay, we're all there. So we can see that the Najashi now sends a delegation to the Prophet. Okay, his delegates included Ethiopians, 62 of them, and also 8 Syrians. That means Bahira the monk was a delegate of the Nagashi, or the Negus, sorry. He was a delegate. That means Bahira and the Najashi, or the Negus, had some close communication. Was Bahira part of his secret society? Was he part of that secret society, baby? Oh man, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. Y'all preen it though. Y'all preen all these Catholics, right? These Christians, these these secret or sacred societies who were responsible for educating Muhammad, educating his grandfather, educating his uncle, in helping him to become a prophet. Y'all see it, right? Y'all see it. Y'all ain't seeing it, baby. Y'all ain't seeing it. I don't think y'all seeing it. But anyways, I'm gonna stop right there. How are you actually enjoying the show? How are you enjoying the show? Let me know. Tell me. How are you enjoying the show, family? How y'all enjoying the show? How y'all enjoying the show? This stuff is fun, you know, and this stuff is just way too easy. Fun and easy, fun and easy, fun and easy. Okay, absolutely fun and easy. So, do I care to continue? Should I care to continue? Let me know, family. Y'all let me know. Should I care to continue? Should I care to continue? Ba-dum-bum-bum. Young Cali, baby. You already know. All right, cool. So far, we see that, you know, the very important individuals that was there earlier on in Muhammad's life, shaping him and molding him and telling him about his prophecy and telling his parents, sorry, his grandparents and uncle about his, him being a prophet and all that stuff. There is Christians. It's actually Christians. Interesting that though. Hey, very interesting. But we're going to claim that Islam has nothing to do with Catholicism. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with Christianity and Christians. Not one bit whatsoever. Mm-hmm. If that's what you need to believe to sleep well at night, I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay. Actually, but I will tell you something though. I'll tell you something. You know, y'all must think this is a new claim. Okay. I'm gonna simply say that even the Quraysh noticed this. Even the Quraysh themselves noticed that, and they made a very bold claim. I'm not going to say the claim is correct, but I'm going to just, give you some of that claim. All right. So, okay. So this over here is from Gilead Claude, Informants of Muhammad. Okay. So sometimes y'all gotta step away from listening to just strictly the Islamic propaganda and narrative, and start jumping into a little bit of what the Orientalists actually have to their research into Islam as well. So this is good information over here. So let me see what Quran verse is it. Well, let's go. Where are we? All right, cool. So, okay, so over here, I'm going to read here. Yeah, I'm going to read here. Okay, so as the Qurayshis saw the Prophet speaking with him, they said, "Indeed, he's being taught by Abu Fuqayha Yasser." And this is in Muqatil, the tafsir over here. Okay, so basically, what used to happen is, there's this basically a Christian Ethiopian Ethiopian. Most people say he was Ethiopian Jabr, the Christian, okay, from the slave of the Banu Hadrami. Okay, he used to basically have what was that word called again? Sugar. I don't want to say hut, a tent. What is it now? Sugar. A canopy. Okay, basically on a hill somewhere. Jabber, he used to have a place where he used to give sermons and teach from the books and so forth, right? And guess who used to sit there with him? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wa alaihi. Anyway, peace be upon him and his family. Okay, let's just make sure you put the family in there. Gotta say the family. All right, so basically, Muhammad used to sit down with the Christian in his booth, and they used to have conversations. And one would assume, he's been educated by him, by an Ethiopian Christian. Okay, so this is what used to happen, right? This is what used to happen. And then guess what happens after that? The apostle used to sit at Al-Marwa at the booth of a young Christian called Jabr, slave of the Banu Hazrami. And they used to say, "The one who teaches Muhammad, most of what he brings is Jabr, the Christian slave of the Banu Hazrami." All right, and this is in the Ibn Ishaq Sirah. Okay, it's in there as well. Like, I'm not making stuff up. This is what the Quraysh claimed, and this is why a verse was actually revealed to say. Actually, no, it actually talks about it. So let me quickly continue. It says here, Khadija used to see frequently Khair or Jabr, and the Qurayshi said that a slave of the Banu Hadrami taught her, and that she taught Muhammad. So the verses, i.e. Quran 16:103 was revealed. Okay, so 16:103 basically is a revelation, kind of, how can I put it, refuting the claims of the Quraysh, saying, how can I be learning this information? Sorry, how can this be, coming from this person when this person, basically speaks another language, and this Quran is nothing but pure Mubin Arabia, clear, pure Arabic. Okay, so of course, Jabir the Christian must have been speaking, I would have assumed, Ethiopic or Gais. And, of course, Muhammad was very fluent in Gais, or he had the ability to speak Gais. And don't just say, "Oh, Kalam, you're making shit up." No, I'm not. Actually going to the Encyclopedia of Islam, and you'll see it written in there that these were one of the languages that the Prophet used to actually speak. He used to communicate with it. He used to say certain words like "sana," as in good, and so forth, which you can find all in Bukhari. I'm not making it up, baby. I ain't got no time to make it up. So, And so the prophet had a revelation saying, like, come on, this guy is speaking another language. He's speaking Ga'iz, for example. Speaking Ga'iz. And I'm giving you this Quran in pure Arabic. How can I be getting this information from him? All right, cool. So we can see along the way, even the Quraysh used to see that he used to get some information from the Christians, according to them. And he was being taught by a Christian because he used to come and literally, if I've got a booth open, I've got my booth, I've got my booth and I'm giving my lectures and I'm doing my sermons. And then the prophet, it might not even be a prophet by that time. He used to come and he used to fold his legs and sit down and listen to what he has to say. Clearly, he's learning and being educated by the Christian. There ain't no two ways about it, baby. Y'all can say something that you like, but that's what's going on. All right. So clearly, we can see like throughout there is this Christian influence going around Muhammad. He was learning certain information and so forth. Most of the information, if you really read the Quran and read it without the taint of what you know of Islam today, you will see that it's nothing but a Judeo-Christian book. Nothing but a Judeo-Christian book. And forget all of the propaganda, forget all of what you've heard about Islam and the ways that these people read the book. If you read it, you can find like I read a lot, okay? So I can just see, oh, this is coming out of this book here. This is coming out of that book there. I don't mean literally as in copying from this book. You can clearly see the influence. Okay, whoever wrote the Quran or whoever was inspired by the Quran had to be a very learned individual. Do you know how many books this individual had to have read? And a lot of those information is to do with Christianity. You find the story about the sleepers, the 7 sleepers and so forth in Ephesus. This is Christian stories, my brother. This is Christian stories. The story of Zulkarnain, some people say Alexandria. This is Christian stories, baby. You hear the story of the ditch. It's Christian stories, baby. A lot of it is to do with Christianity. A lot of the polemics against heretics. There's a lot of polemics against heretics within inside of Christianity, and you're like, hold on, this is the same argumentation within inside of like Christian polemic books against other Christians. I'm like, yo, like whoever wrote this book, had to be an absolute bibliophile and an absolute genius, and had to have been inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger, baby. Don't shoot me, just because I'm telling the truth, baby. This is my truth, Y'all can shoot me down, but I'm saying, but it seems like he was inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fam. Don't allow me, G. Allow me. All right, cool. So I think I'm finished, I could go a bit more, but it's getting late. Okay, so let me quickly just round up. So rounding up, we can see that, yes, the Catholics, i.e. the Ethiopian Orthodoxies, i.e. the Najashi and the people that was around him who were Christians from Syria as well as Ethiopia, had played a very important intrinsic part in shaping and molding Muhammad to be who he's supposed to be, and his family members to guide him in a certain way, was responsible for educating him, protecting him, following him, as well as, announcing to the world that he is a prophet, announcing to him and strengthening his faith in his prophetic abilities and so forth. And even the soldier, the armies, the Ansars was all part of that as well. So we can clearly see that, yes, the Christians or the Catholics or the Ethiopians played a very intrinsic role in birthing and creating Islam and shaping it in the nascent stage, nascent stage, because the Islam that we know today is completely different from the Islam. And truth be told, it wasn't even called Islam during the time of the Prophet. Okay, like really and truly, like in the nascent early stages, they even refer to themselves as Hanafiya, but that's a story for another day, and I don't really want to open up that kind of worms right about now. All right, so I think that's the quick roundup. Maybe next time we can start pulling out. Can't bother to be pulling out stuff. That's the quick roundup. If any of you guys got any questions, I'm going to take some questions live on air, like right now via the comment section. If you definitely want to get your question read out, y'all already know. Super chat me, baby. Super chat me, baby. Super chat me, baby. You could donate £1. You donate £1. Anybody who donates, yeah, as little as £1. It could be $2, baby. Whatever your amount allows you, whatever your pocket allows you. If you really appreciate this information, donate, and I will answer your questions or I will read out your comments. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'll definitely put you guys as priority because y'all showing the love. Y'all showing the love. And again, the second way to get me to read out your questions or your comments is simply tagging Titans TV. Tagging Titans TV. Okay. And after I've done all of that, okay, and I've still got some energy inside of me, all right, I may just have to. I may just have to open it up so my good Muslim brothers and sisters and whoever else would like to come in and join in, Christians, and just have a conversation about these topics. We can do it. We can do it. All right, cool. So let me see. Hawaya says, was Muhammad indeed the anointed one or the praiseworthy one? Rasulullah versus Muhammad the Nabi. Was he the anointed one? That's a good question. It's a good question. It's a very good question. I would say this, right? There is information out there. I believe, what's it called? What's it called now? I think, is it in the Hidden Origins of Islam by Orlik? I believe so. They present the argumentation to do with the name of Muhammad, and it's to do with praiseworthiness, and it's to do with being the anointed one, and so forth. I would say I don't have enough information on that to really verify or clarify anything on that. It's a theory that's been out there. I still will need to see some opposing. I love listening to the opposing views, so the critique of that actual argument. So I haven't actually heard any critiques of that argument yet, so I don't have enough information to weigh it out. It's the pros and the cons, the yes and the no's, and so forth. So right about now, I don't know, but it's a very interesting theory though. Okay, let's quickly read out. The good fellow says, interesting, Kalam. You should talk about the Examite Ethiopians' rule of the Arabian Peninsula some other time. Indeed. The Ethiopians or the Axumites were ruling Arabia for hundreds of years, before the rise of Islam, and even during the rise of what we know Islam to be. I missed the part of the answer on the monk. Could you give it a quick return for me? Yeah, so the monk Bahira, which literally means the elect. For those of you guys who know about the Dead Sea Scrolls and that term there, y'all know, innit? Y'all know. But anyways, okay, so Bahira the monk, who was the one who announced very early on in the life of Muhammad, maybe 5, 6, 7, some records say 13 as well, that Muhammad, he acknowledged him as a prophet, before, he was one of the first individuals after the Najashi to actually acknowledge him as being the prophet. And it's like, wow, okay, so this Syrian monk, acknowledge him as a prophet. Okay, cool. That's very interesting, Kalam. But what is the connection to him to do with the secret society and him to do with the Najashi? And we clearly see that, Bahira was one of the delegates of the Najashi. Okay, so the Bahira traveled all the way to Abyssinia or Ethiopia. All right, and obviously being a delegate, had conversations with the Negus himself, and the Negus himself sent him over into Arabia to sit with Muhammad's cousins, to sit down with Muhammad and to have conversations and so forth. So we can clearly see that Bahira and the Najashi are clearly linked, and they clearly had this secret knowledge, and they clearly were in cahoots in regards to Muhammad. Okay, let's quickly continue. Oh, sugar. Let's quickly continue. Muslims. Lonely Boy says Muslims were referred to as Ishmaelites back in the day. Muslims or Islam are new terms. Yeah, they were. They were referred to as Ishmaelites or the Hagarians, and sometimes even the Saracens as well. 100%. Yeah. Let's quickly go through. Mohammed Bear says, Allah, why do you always African or black wash every history? You are not all that special. I beg to differ with you. I beg to differ with you. I am very much so special. There is only one Kalam. Yeah, there's only one me, baby. There's only one me. But I'm not black washing or African washing history. Like, if I'm presenting you the facts, baby, like, goddamn, what more do you need? Sometimes we have cognitive dissonance. Like, it's not me saying that, It's not me saying that Muhammad was a descendant of the Najashi. Not me saying that. Okay, not me saying that. Not me saying that Muhammad grandfather was the son of the Najashi's sister. It's not me saying that, baby. It's not me. It's your own literature saying that. It's not me. I haven't brought this information up, but it's not even me saying that. Shout out to Al Jahiz. Okay, he talks about Muhammad's grandfather being black. It's not me saying this. This is Islamic literature, right? I don't need to blackwash it. It's already there. It's not me saying that. According to Al Jahiz, and he fathered 10 laws as black as the night. Okay, so Muhammad's grandfather fathered 10 black sons. Okay, 10 black sons, meaning the father of Muhammad, Abdullah, being one of the 10 sons, were considered to be black as the night. Not me saying this. This is written within inside of Islamic records. I'm not even. Do you think I care about the blackness? I don't care about the blackness. Some people do care about the blackness. Okay, but it's there in the records. Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger for clearly putting out the facts. You know the way it's there. Like people always says, Kalam, you're wrong for doing that. Why did you have to expose this information? I'm like, God damn, why are you upset with me for telling the truth? We were having a conversation about Ali Dawah the other day, and I'm like, God damn, like why are you upset with me putting up Ali Dawah and telling the truth? Like you yourself are saying Ali Dawah was wrong, but Kalam, you're wrong for doing it. Huh? So I'm wrong for putting up somebody else for being wrong, but I'm wrong for being right. God damn, I can never win. I could never win. If I was the defeatist person or victor person, I'll say I think it's because of the color of my fucking skin, baby. God damn this black skin. God loves your black skin, baby. Your brown skin, melanated. And he loves all skin complexions, whether you're pale or you're dark or you're yellow or you're cream or you're orangey looking or if you're brown or if you're caramel or if you're dark skin. He loves it all, baby. He loves it all. God loves you. Jesus loves you. Anyways, all right, cool. So basically, okay, back a bit. How do you feel about Trump's recent announcement about Iran's regime? God damn, we've got to stick on topic, baby. We've got to stick on topic. All right, Raskin Bobbin says, so basically, Muhammad was used as a tool to further propagate Christian Judeo beliefs system to the far reaches of the Arabian Desert to further their ideological domination. Some peace be upon him was brown. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. But if you want me to bring up that information, I don't feel a way. If y'all want me to bring up that information, I can if you want to. I didn't remember in that conversation, I never said Muhammad was brown, Remember, I never said Muhammad was brown. All right? I said his grandfather is called black. His father was called black as night. That's not me saying Muhammad was brown. But if you want me to bring up somebody who did say Muhammad was brown, all right, cool. Real quickly though. I'm a bad mother ucker. I'm a bad mother ucker. Okay. So over here, Anas ibn Malik says that he was brown. I know it says wheat-colored complexion, but if anybody here knows Arabic, okay, you see the word here, asmar. Okay, meaning brown complexion. Asmar literally means brown. Okay, I'm not making shit up. Okay, no, Kalam, you're making shit up. Kalam, you're making shit up. You're making shit up. Where's Google Translate when you need it? Google Translate. Hey, look, you have to use check Google. Oh, hey, he says black here. All right, listen. Share Google. You was meant to give us brown. Yeah, but yeah, like of course, the African continent is also called Asmar or Sumr as well, meaning black people, but brown, of course, because obviously we're not literally black, are we? We're brown. All right, cool. So y'all wanted it, right? Okay. The Prophet, the Messenger of Allah, again, was of average height, neither tall nor very short. He had a good build, brown in complexion. Again, Asmar Laun. Okay, so this is not me making this up. This is Jamia Tirmidhi over here. Okay, graded Sahih. I'm not making ish up, baby. Y'all wanted me to pull it out real quickly though. I know y'all wanted me to pull it out. I'm not saying it. Okay, because I'm not saying it. I didn't say he was brown. We can argue all day long because we can find hadith saying he's white and red and all those things there. We can argue all day long. I'm not making the claim, all right? I'll let your scholars make the claim for you. I'm a bad mother ucker. Bad mother ucker. All right, cool. All right. Oh man. Okay, so I'm finished, man. I'm finished. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of racist apostates. Okay, because you know if they find out that the prophet is black or brown, you're flipping hell. Hopefully, they will leave Islam. And y'all shouldn't be upset because if you got racist inside of your religion, you want them to go, man. Let them go. There is a disease in their heart. All right, there's nothing wrong with being black. I'm just saying, stop with this. Islam was made by black, whites, it's not my thing. Anyway, do you have the fatwa from the Ottoman Empire about castrating African slaves? I have. You know what? We've got the same book. Sugar, I'm looking around for it. What's it called again? Something about the slave trade in the Eastern. I don't know. I can't remember the word. But yeah, there was all that going on, man. You could even go back further than the Ottoman Empire. That was taking place like way back 700s onwards. That was taking place. Maybe even before that. So yeah. Okay. Woo, blood seed. Okay, I just knocked everything. So anyways. All right, so I'm finished with my little tirade. So what I shall do right now is hopefully some of you guys, y'all ain't showing me no love though. Y'all ain't showing me no love, not one bit of love. We're almost hitting the 100 mark. Yeah, can y'all make sure we hit the 100 likes a little bit, just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Seems like y'all don't want to do that. Okay. Still no. Any super chats coming in? Still no. Still no super chats. Okay, cool. Say no, cool. Y'all don't really appreciate me then. All right, family. Since y'all ain't trying to appreciate me tonight, all right? Y'all ain't trying to appreciate me. All right, I'm going to keep it moving. It's been fun, though. It's been fun. All right, let me go and quickly get Mohammed involved since he did send me some stuff. This is the first time I'm opening up Hangouts in a long time. All right. Voice chat with us. You made a false claim. Okay, cool. There you go. The link has been sent out. The link's been sent out, man. If you guys would like to come on in, I'm only going to be here for a little while. Okay, a little while. Ooh, y'all love me. 109 likes. God damn. Oh man. I think we're gonna be trending. Oops, I'm trending. All right, cool. Let's quickly see. Mohammed Bear says, just because blacks were enslaved, have you ever thought it might not because they were black and because they were enemies? Bro, I don't even know how we jumped to slavery. I don't even know how we jumped to slavery and all that stuff. But anyways, sometimes we need to divert the conversation. All right, cool. So are we finished, family? Because I've sent the link out, right? The link has been sent. Y'all can't tell me that. I think I'm one of the only individuals that presents informations. I think I'm one of the only individuals on Titans with Titans TV that presents a powerful information and allows individuals to come along and critique that information. Live on air. Someone show me up. Please. I need it. Please show me up. I want to be shown up. Can someone show me up? I told you, you know when you're at peace with the truth, it's so nice feeling. All right, cool. So we got Supreme up in the building. Say something, my G.
Righteousness there, bro.
Oh man. Ooh, Supreme.
Righteousness.
God.
In the flesh, bro.
Whew, God. Long time no see, no hear, man. Love you.
Righteousness there, brother, and love to you as well and your family, my brother.
Jeez, give thanks.
And I was just gonna say, as a Sufi Muslim, I respect the teachings that you're coming forth with today, my brother. It was a good lecture. I do agree with you on the institution of Islam, that the Catholics and the Jews, I believe that the Catholics and the Jews and the Christians all collaborated on the institution of Islam, so they had an easier an easier trade route in that region. That's what I believe, bro. So I agree with that, but I do believe I don't believe I believe that Islam is an ancient teaching because remember, it's just submission to God, which is peace. And I believe that the black man, the black family, we was the first, the originators of peace on this planet, my brother. So I will agree with you on that, like Sunni and Shiaism, that is an institution. And yes, that was definitely made up by the Jews and the Catholics and the Christians. So they had an easier trade route in that region because there was a lot of robbery and maraudery going on. Especially it was hard for them to trade in those regions. It was harder, you know.
We might even have to open up that show right there. We might even have to. So, my brother Rael, what's good? Any comments or questions you'd like to make before we shut down the show? And real
Oh,
quickly,
kafir.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, kafir. Oh, kafir.
Yeah, kafir. Yeah, munafik. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Lie on the religion. Don't call me a brother, you filthy kafir. I am
Oh,
not the brother of a kafir.
oh God.
The Catholic Church, no, did not create anything, you filthy kafir. Do not try
Mm.
to claim this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says within the Quran, قل هو الله أحد الله هو الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says within the Quran, I am the one. I was never born, nor do I have any children. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it very clear within the Quran itself. O kafir, do not lie upon the Quran lest you face a massive punishment in the year after. I warn you to leave your ways and come into the fold of Islam if you truly fear, if you should fear the punishment of the year after.
I think that you should stop teaching as a Muslim. You should stop teaching this hellfire business because really, the teachings of Islam, hell is just purification. You understand? It's to make man better. Sometimes Allah would put a man under, take away all his riches just to humble him. You understand? You would put people under a certain degradation just to humble us and make us come back, build us up to come back better and more righteous.
Jeez. Oh man. Okay, so right about now, love for that, Supreme. Right about now, again. So we've invited everybody on. Again, I'm gonna just quickly drop it for the last time, and hopefully, I'm trying to sign out. Okay, I'm trying to sign out because
Oh,
we don't want to. We don't want to elongate the show,
you want to run
especially
then?
with nonsense.
Run then. Listen, I gave you an answer within the Quran itself. I
Hmm.
gave you the answer from the Quran itself. Do you or do you deny what is said within the Quran? The Quran is very clear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very clear within the Quran.
Okay. So قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Say he is the
Claim
Lord.
to know the Islam, you claim to know, but you know not. You know nothing.
I am Jahil. I'm Jahil. So
No, you are munafiq. You are a
Oh,
hypocrite. You are
shukran.
worse. You are a lot worse than a jahil. You are a
Shukran.
munafiq, a hypocrite.
May Allah reward you for your kind words.
You make the teachings look bad.
That's what these individuals are here for. So, anyways, so your point of refutation is what exactly?
My words are not my words, but the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala within the Quran itself.
Mm.
Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam
Mm.
yalid lam yulad, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad.
Okay, so how does that refute me?
Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I am one. I was not born, nor do I have children.
Okay.
You made a claim that Islam was created by the Catholic Church and that Islam has a Trinity. This is total
I
and utter
stop.
nonsense.
Stop.
This is total and utter nonsense.
Let me correct you. Okay? Let me
You
correct
made
you.
a nonsensical claim
Let me
with
correct you, my brother. Okay?
no
Let me
with
okay.
no single piece
Let,
of evidence.
let's meet you then, since you don't want to listen, okay? Remember, there's rules on Titans TV. There's rules on Titans TV.
That
Okay,
was
so
very
keep
clear
your
within
mic.
the Quran.
You got
Allah
last
subhanahu wa
chance.
ta'ala
We got one more chance before you get ejected. Keep your mouth quiet
ejected
until I
from
invite you
what?
to speak.
Filthy kafir. You think you can silence the words of Allah?
Okay, so this is your last time being muted. If you unmute your mic now without my permission, you will be ejected. You've been
You
warned.
are a kafir. You
Okay.
will not oppress.
Alhamdulillah. Ejected. We ain't got time for nonsense. Okay.
You're talking about the institution, bro. That's what you're talking about. And you
So
getting
again,
messed up.
but beforehand, I never said that the Catholic Church, i.e., the Roman Catholic Church, nothing to do with it. We clearly made mention of that right in the beginning. Nothing to do with the birth of Islam. We're talking about Catholics, i.e., Christians, people that hold towards the Jamia, the universal community of the Holy Apostolic Church, i.e., the information that's been transpired through the Nicene Creed. Anyways, we never spoke about the Trinity. Okay, we were never even dreamt any hints about the Trinity. And if we really were to actually speak about the Trinity, which we've done in various different times with inside of this particular Titans TV, a lot of you guys are not even qualified to have a conversation about theology. Okay, theology and the nature of God. All right, I even you might have seen a clip. Okay, we had a brief conversation about the nature of Allah. Okay, and we realized that the individual who I was speaking to, a speaker's called just gone by, doesn't even have a clue about the nature of God. But he's there trying to shout down Christians about the Trinity. And it's a very, very sad shame. Very, very sad shame. Because if you really knew your own doctrine, you wouldn't be making such reckless claims. Okay. So, right about now, we're going to keep it moving because we can see there's a lot of trolls appearing on the program. So, family tree, let me just quickly say hello to Shahid. And Shahid, we shall discuss off air if you've got anything to say. But say hello to the family and just, say whatever you got to say, baby.
Alright, bless up family tree, bless up. Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, bless up family. Peace to everyone in the building. I just wanna say, bless up to my brother Kalam. I haven't seen my brother Kalam in like a couple of months. You get me? You're done now. And like whenever my brother Kalam does these shows, you get me, man always shows that love. And because you're done now at the end of the day, yeah, my brother Kalam always shows the evidences, the dalil, and when he shows the dalil, you can't argue with the dalil, bruv. You get me? So bless up my brother Kalam. Hopefully, my brother Kalam does more shows, and yeah, man, I'm just saying, brother Kalam, I wanna ask you, bro, where you been hiding for the last month, bro? Man's been missing you, bruv.
Jeez, man's been on my hiatus. Sometimes, all good prophets have to go to the mountains. I'm not claiming to be a prophet of Islam. Far be it from me, baby. All right, but I had to go to the mountains. I had to enter into the cave of my mind and really find the light within inside of myself so I can come back out and shine to the whole goddamn world. So I'm back, baby. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm just trying to stay away from negativity. Negativity 2019. Stay behind me, Satan. Stay behind me. Oh, man. Family tree. All right. I would love for you guys to do this, right? Just to quickly drop us. All right. So this particular show was a request show. So if you've got a quick request, all right, type Titans TV, and maybe the next show shall be your show. Okay. Dedicated to you. And remember, this show was brought to you by, let me quickly get the name. This show was brought to you by Remap Tuning. Remap Tuning. Remap Tuning asked the question, did Catholics create Islam? And hence, I produced the show, especially for him. It was only going to be a 15-20 minute show, and this was supposed to take place
If you
about
can't
2
take
o'clock
the heat of
today.
haq, then how will you take the heat of
Okay. So anyways, I'm going to shut down the show, and then hopefully I can test up tonight with the good brother. Okay. But I'm not going to be here for much longer. But peace and love, family. Drop your comments down below. And again, please, after the show is finished, please share like crazy. Y'all saying talk about the afterlife. Ooh, sugar. Afterlife might be the next show. Family, peace and love. And I'll catch you guys on the other side. Oh, man. Young Kalam, baby.